Dude, I literally just filmed this entire intro and I wasn't even filming. It didn't click start. Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you saw by the title, will be ranking my eyeshadow palettes that I bought in 2019. I can't remember her name. I'll put her name on the screen because I could see her face. I can't remember her name, but I saw her do it and I was like, oh, I need to do that video because that is so great. It's so much fun. And so yeah, these are all the palettes I bought in 2019 only. I'm not counting subscription box eyeshadow palettes either because technically I didn't buy them. Like I didn't pick them out. I didn't spend like direct money on them. I kind of spent it on the box, and so I just wanted to mention that I do have a few of other ones that I got this year that I'm not counting, and these are strictly eyeshadow palettes, no face palettes. And yeah, I'm so excited to film this video. It's so much fun to see, like, kind of like look back on the year and look back on kind of what I decided to spend my money on and like was it worth it and stuff like that. So that's really exciting. I was just saying also, I was thinking about doing a video like my top 5 favorite purchases of 2019 or like my favorite orders or something like that, kind of doing a video like that. Like let me know if that'd be cool, interesting, I don't know. I guess we'll see how this video goes. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get started. So we are gonna go from like least to least favorite to favorite. Again, if they're in my collection, I love them. Like I love them, they're just not the favorite out of my collection, you know. If I didn't like them, they wouldn't be in my collection. I'd get rid of them, just so we're all clear here. Okay, so bottom of the food chain down here, this is a Laura Los Angeles Party Animal palette. And honestly, okay, I just thought about this too. This one's a little bit hard because I bought it in a set with all 3 of the eyeshadow palettes, but they're all ranked like throughout. So did I spend, again, direct money on this one? No. If I had the option to not get this one, I probably would do it though. And that's just because I don't use it a lot. I do love the quality. I do love the shades. I think it could be fun and fresh. And I might do like, I should probably just do a tutorial like with this palette. But like a couple looks with this, it is just my least favorite because I don't use it all the time. I don't use it often enough. I rarely use it in general. That's because like how often am I going to use these shades? Not very often. I do love the quality. I love Laura Lee's products in general, but I just feel like this palette is not very practical. So I guess like if I could send it back, like if I could send it back unused, not touched, I would, like for free. Like I wouldn't mind. Like I don't feel like it's adding anything to my collection. But I also like, yeah, I don't know, I like it. It's just I don't feel like I spent, like I'm not hurt that I bought it because I didn't spend so much money directly on this one. I wanted the other 2 as well, but it was a good try as well. So and I don't think I could ever declutter it because it's a good product to have. Okay, we have 9 palettes here. I didn't even say that. We have 9 palettes here. So that Laura Boss Babe was, sorry, Party Animal was at number 9. And number 8 is this Colorpop Main Squeeze palette. I love this palette and it's so nice. And I did do like a whole tutorial on it when it first came out. And I was so excited because it was just what I was looking for. And the look I came up with was beautiful. And now I just don't use it. I didn't use it all summer. Don't use it now. I just don't know what it is, but I can't get rid of it. I cannot get rid of it because I love it. I love the color scheme. It is just like my perfect for me. I'm obsessed. I don't know why I don't use it. I just don't. I literally do not know why. So yeah, I don't regret purchasing it because that, first of all, okay, this is gonna sound bad, but like that video got a lot of views and like I got a lot of subscribers from it, and so it was a great video to do. But like I guess really I just don't get I haven't gotten my money's worth out of it, I don't feel like. So I guess that's terrible, but I gotta use it more. I think like a lot of sorry, I just stuttered a whole lot, but I feel like my goals for 2019 for 2020 might just be like use the bottom palettes, like use a lot of the bottom of my collection, like my least favorites of my collection, use a lot of those. So this one will definitely get used more so I can really know how I feel, really see if I could declutter, really see why I'm not using it, you know, and stuff like that. But yeah, this one is number 8. All right, so number 7. This one is a fun one, but again, it's one of those palettes that, you know, I just don't use every day. This is the Makeup Revolution Forever Flawless Ice palette, and I'm freaking obsessed with this palette. I love it so much. So this is again where we're getting kind of like we're to a sticky place, is that this is just, I just don't use it enough. It's a all blue palette. I'm only going to use it so much, and I get creative looks when I do use it. And it's such a great bang for your buck. Like I think it's like $15, something like that. It's really, really great for that. But I just don't use it. And it's just because it's blue. And so there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like great having some colored palettes in your collection are great. Like the bottom 3 here are just very nice, very creative, because I could create creative looks for YouTube, Instagram, whatever, pictures, whatever, or when I really want to go in, like if I want to go somewhere like really, really nice and want to do a blue look, like I have that flexibility, and I could practice with it and stuff like that. So it helps me get better, grow as a YouTuber, as a makeup person, as someone who does makeup. So I really, really love this palette, and it was a great purchase. I felt like during this year, I just don't use it a lot. Could I get rid of it? Yes, but would I want to? No. You know what I mean? Like if these bottom, I think, ooh, no, if I didn't have these bottom 3 here, would I feel like there's a hole in my life? Not necessarily, but like part of me can't get rid of them, you know? So next is this Laura Lee Los Angeles Sleigh Bell palette, and I love, you guys know I love Sleigh Bell. I wanted this so bad last year. But the only reason why it's kind of ranked not so low, I'd say like number 6 down here, is just because I don't use it. Again, it's very, very, very unique, but it's very bold, and I feel like I'm probably gonna get like during the holidays, you get a lot of use out of this because it is very like holiday-esque. You get like all your pops, but like it is a very bold palette, so it's not something I wear every day again. So could I get rid of this? No. Like this is even, I could not get rid of this even more so than the rest of this. I wanted this so bad. This is a product I wanted so bad. So now that I have it, I'm gonna have to tear it out of my cold dead hands because I loved it so much. And again, like this came in the set with this. So do I regret purchasing the set? Not at all. Do I regret adding this one? Maybe a little bit, but not this one, you know. So anyway, next is again another product. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're getting into our top 5, but I guess the top 5 isn't really what's important. It's like the top 3 is what. Yes. All right, so this next palette is a Makeup Revolution Forever Flawless Fire palette. Again, I bought these 2 together, and like if I could go back, would I just buy this one? Probably, and that's only because I don't use the palette, the blue one, enough. It was just kind of like I really need to put that palette, you know. But this one is so beautiful, absolutely stunning. I get a lot of good use out of it, a lot of good looks out of it. The best fall palette of life, one of the best. And yeah, I don't regret purchasing it. The only problem, like not the only problem, the reason why it is like lower is because I do have a lot of warm tone palettes, so it's just like one of the other ones, you know, like if I want to do a warm tone look, I have to choose between 3 different palettes, you know. And so does this one always get chosen? No, obviously not. But so like if I compared it to the rest of my collection, maybe I wouldn't have purchased it, but I don't regret purchasing it. I'm glad I have her now, you know. It's always hard, like would I purchase it knowing that like how much I use it right now? Probably not. And that's just because I have, this is my favorite palette. This is literally my favorite palette of life, and they're literally like, they're like the same, you know. So I don't need both, but I like having them now that I have them, you know. And I won't declutter it, at least not this year. I've been filming all morning and I'm tired already. All right, so next is the Too Faced Hot Buttered Rum eyeshadow palette. And this is the only reason why this is number 4 is just because I like the other ones a little bit more. The other purchases were a little bit more exciting. It is to the other, a couple of the higher end, a couple of the top 3 are a little bit newer to my collection. One is like literally a day old when I'm filming this, so I feel like, you know, that kind of strikes a little bit more when you're filming these kind of videos, because you're like, I love her because I just bought her, you know. But I do love this palette. It is so stunning, so beautiful, so worth every single penny. It is this everything about it is so stunning. The quality amazing. Too Faced, yes. The smell delicious. Everything about it is beautiful. I love this palette. I have no complaints, no regrets at all. 25 bucks, yes please. No, not one regret. So this one might, like the top 4 probably are like all the same, like they all might as well be number 1, you know. Anyway, next is my Manny Mue and Morphe collab, the Glam palette. I just bought this, so it's like fresh on my brain. That's why it's probably top 3. But honestly, like looking at the practicality of it, it's just so perfect for me and my everyday wear and tear. I love it, and I love these highlighters. Like I'm obsessed with the whole palette. Again, no complaints, no regrets, nothing like that, not one. And I paid $7 for this. Heck yeah, best purchase here. One of the, yeah, no, definitely, no, okay. Oh, just because it's Morphe, like a little bit higher quality, definitely best purchase here. Cheapest purchase here too. Cheapest purchase here? No, second cheapest, but still. All right, next, let's just hurry up, girl. Next is the Laura Lee Los Angeles Boss Babe palette number 2. So worth it. This palette is so good. You just have everything, again, very everyday wear and tear, and it's perfect for me going to class, going to work, going to my internship. It is just so perfect. These shades are stunning. Everything about this palette is flawless. You can see how dirty it is because I love it, and the quality is amazing. The shadows perform beautifully, and it's small, compact, it's easy to use, easy to just throw in your bag. It's just throw a shade on the thing in the crease and go. And that's what I love about this palette. That's why it's so worth it. One of my favorite purchases of life, and definitely one of my favorite purchases of 2019. Top four, definitely like some of my favorite purchases of 2019 in general. But anyway, this is this number one, guys. Number one. This was easy though to put in number one. This is the Rimmel London Magnifies Crimson Edition eyeshadow palette. I am obsessed. And honestly, like probably 1 and 2 here are tied. Like if I can combine this into one palette, that would be perfect. Honestly, if I combine this into one palette, I'd just be creating the Morphe palette. You know what I mean? It's honestly, let's just compare. Yeah, it's like if these had a baby. So anyway, all of these though are like some of my favorite purchases. This one is just so amazing. I was looking for this everywhere. I've looked for it for years, and I finally found it because I just wanted it so bad. I don't know why, but I'm just obsessed. These shades are stunning. The quality is amazing. One of the best drugstore palettes I've ever tried in my life, and I paid $4 for it. $4 for it. 4 of them. Just 4. Yeah, so absolutely stunning. So amazing. Definitely one of my favorite purchases in this year. And this, I just bought this. Like I feel like as the year, looking at I think my latest purchases of eyeshadow palettes were Manny MUA or Rimmel, and then I think the one before that was this Too Faced one. So I think like out of these palettes, like my most recent ones, I feel like I'm just getting more. It's easier for me to say, well, I already have that, so I don't need this palette. It's easier for me to say, I know I'm going to use that, so I'm going to buy that, like, and make my purchases more worth it. And so I think that is a you know, something to keep in mind, you know, just is to look at your purchases and to look at, hey, is it worth it? You know, starting off the year, this was probably I look at my collection and make sure this was all the palettes I purchased this year, because I believe this was the first palette. Was this the first palette I purchased in 2019? No way. This came out in the summer. But honestly, it might have been or it might have been one of the first palettes I purchased in 2019 that I still have, because I might have given away a bunch of other ones as well, because I do declutter a whole butt ton. And honestly, eyeshadow palettes for a while just weren't speaking to me. So, you know, this kind of makes sense. But, like, that's not practical. Marissa, I shouldn't have bought it. You know what I mean? You just shouldn't have bought it. Or, like, for the Laura Lee Los Angeles bundle, like, I probably should have just bought, you know, this too instead of the whole set or something like that. You know, just thinking about my purchases more likely, and just knowing, like, stuff like this I'm going to use. And I know that. And so, it's going to be worth it. So, I need to hurry up before I pass out. So this is 1 Timothy 4:12. Don't let anyone look down on you for being young. Instead, make your speech, behavior, love, faith, and purity an example for other believers. So true. That's it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.